Namaste to all. Two very interesting questions. The first question is, Sir, I cannot understand Hindi very well. I was listening to one of your Acharya's pravachans from your channel. In that pravachan, he was mentioning that he is like a sun. I am unable to understand the real meaning. Can you please explain? There's also another question. What is the opposite meaning of Yagnya? Why I'm asking this question is, if I am able to understand the opposite of Yagnya, I will be able to understand Yagnya very well. Can you please explain? Thank you so much for this question. It's really interesting question. I will try to answer it. See, in my channel, I think I know which pravachan you are referring to. My Acharya did not say that he is like a sun. My Acharya was mentioning about the qualities of yogi. And my Acharya was explaining one Yajurveda mantra, in which the Yajurveda mantra says Kaha Eka Ki Charati. I forgot the chapter name. So very beautiful Veda mantra, Kaha Eka Ki Charati. The question from Paramatma is, who moves alone? The answer also is given in the same mantra, that Suryaha Eka Ki Charati. The sun moves alone. Kaha Eka Ki Charati. Who moves alone? Answer is Suryaha Eka Ki Charati. The sun moves alone, or the Surya moves alone. So my Acharya gives a deeper perspective to this mantra, saying that it's not only the sun in the sky which moves alone and all the planets follow the sun. It's also the fact that a yogi moves alone. A yogi is like a sun. My Acharya did not say that he is a sun, etc. My Acharya said that the yogi is like a sun and yogi moves alone. Yogi always lives alone in the sense he is not dependent upon anybody else other than Paramatma. So my Acharya's Tatparya in that pravachan is, sun in the sky, it moves alone. It does not even know that the earth and the people in the earth are living because of its sun. Of course, sun is a Jad Tattva, but just to understand, the sun does not have any abhiman, any ahankar. The sun is living and it is shining in its own accord, and sun does not know that because of me, the earth, all the people in the earth, all the living beings in the earth, everybody is flourishing, nourishing, they are living because of me. The sun does not know. The sun does not have any abhiman, ahankar. It just glows. Similarly, my Acharya was trying to explain that a yogi is like a sun. Yogi does not depend upon anybody. He is always dependent upon Paramatma. And a yogi does not have any abhiman or ahankar, that because of him, because of presence of a yogi, so many sishyas and disciples and families, everybody gets benefit due to that yogi. The yogi does not have any abhiman and ahankar due to that. That's a swabhav of the yogi. Just as swabhav of the sun is to give light, the swabhav of the yogi is to give knowledge to those disciples or anybody who comes to the shelter of the yogi. So that is what my Acharya was trying to explain, and there are further secrets in that pravachan. Actually it's a bhajan called as Baba Yogi Ek Akela. That bhajan was written by Sant Kabir Das. So before singing that bhajan, my Acharya made a 6-minute pravachan which explains about deepest qualities of yogi. So if you know Hindi, I think that is a very beautiful pravachan. Everybody must listen to that pravachan on a daily basis. And also one more, understanding we must have is, the reality is, as yogi is a sun. Yogi is like a sun. And we are all normal people. Like, the distance between, in scientific terms, one astronomical unit is the distance between sun and earth. The average distance is 14.5 to 15 crore kilometers, right? The distance between earth and sun is 15 crore kilometers. So we must also understand that the distance between we people and a yogi is not 15 crore kilometers, is more than that in terms of knowledge, in terms of understanding, in terms of knowing Paramatma. We are very, very far away from a yogi. We cannot even compare the amount of knowledge a yogi he has within him, based on his tapasya, based on his realization, accomplishment. We cannot even think about the power and qualities of a yogi. So the distance between earth and sun is so vast. Similarly, the distance between a normal people like us and a yogi is so far in terms of knowledge. We cannot, of course, the yogi looks, my Acharya always says, a yogi looks very normal. He does not show off. He just looks very normal. You cannot even identify that that person is a yogi. He's very normal, very, very simple, very, very humble. But reality is, it's a huge distance between a normal person and a yogi in terms of their realization, in terms of their knowledge, what they possess, the knowledge of Paramatma, the realization or Tattvagyan of a yogi, and any normal sant. Leave the people like us. I am speaking about a sant or a Acharya, like a Ved Vidwan Acharya, but who has not realized Samadhi. The distance between that Acharya and the yogi itself is so vast, like a distance between earth and sun. This is also one of our understanding about, we must have this understanding about a yogi, so that at any point of time we will not, even think that, something about our Acharya. So this is very, very important knowledge. I think it's a very important question what you have asked. And my Acharya did not say that he is a Surya. My Acharya, if you carefully listen that pravachan again, my Acharya has mentioned that a yogi is like a sun. And he did not even tell in that pravachan or any other pravachan that I am a yogi, etc. So this is the understanding. We can understand who is a yogi by listening to them, by going to them, by seeing their acharan, etc. So that's a different topic to discuss at all. Okay, and the next question is opposite of yajna. See, opposite, one of the meaning of yajna is to jud jana, Paramatma se judna. Joining with Paramatma is yajna. Mentally, when you submit your will to Paramatma and you try to join yourselves with Paramatma, that is also called as Atma Yagnya. You are doing Yagnya, not physical but Atma Yagnya. So opposite to Yagnya is to go away from Paramatma. When we do deeds which are against Vedas, we are doing opposite to Yagnya. And when we do deeds which are as per Vedas, we are doing Yagnya. And similarly, one more thing is important point. See, Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati, if you see the first mantra of Yajurveda, Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati writes, Sreshtatamaya karmane atiyuttam. Sreshtatamaya karmane means atiyuttam karne yogya sarva upakarak yajna adi karmon ke liye. Most supreme deed, Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati as well as Yagyavalkya, Yaska Muni, they all write, and Panini Muni, they all write, the most supreme deed is yajna. A person, the maximum supreme deed a person can do is yajna. Yajna means joining ourselves with Paramatma. The karma, what they do, they always try to join themselves with Paramatma in their karma. That means they do the karma as per Vedas. So opposite to yajna means going against Paramatma. This is opposite to yajna. Removing ourselves from the presence of Paramatma at mental level. We cannot remove ourselves from Paramatma because Paramatma is omnipresent. Wherever you escape in this world, Paramatma is present. So we cannot escape Paramatma. So opposite to yajna is escaping from the presence of Paramatma at a mental level. Mentally, I don't believe Paramatma. From the Atma level, I don't trust Paramatma. Then we are doing opposite to yajna. One more important meaning is Deva Puja Sangati Karan Daneshu iti yajnaha. For, I'm just trying to explain the Bhautik meaning, a materialistic meaning, yajna applicable to our life. Deva Puja, when you know somebody who is superior to you in terms of knowledge, in terms of power, in terms of strength, in terms of position, when you know somebody who is more superior to you, and you know that that person is a great person, he is more superior to us in all aspects. For example, we compare, we see our Acharya, we see our great parents who are really good tapasvis, they are paropakari vyakti, etc. We see great acharyas, Ved Vidwans, etc. So Panini Muni says Deva Puja karo. When you see somebody who is more superior to you, have a samarpan bhavana. Especially to Acharya, he is most supreme. As I told, yogi is like a sun. So you must surrender yourself and do puja, service to him. You must try to do service to him or her. It could be female also, Acharya or Acharya. It could be male or female. You must do service to them. By surrendering yourselves, you must try to listen knowledge from them and try to do service to them. That is called as Dev Puja. I am just telling another perspective here. And Sangati Karan. See, one is highest, the other one is equal to us, the other one is lower to us. When somebody, you meet a person or you know a person who is equal to you, same office colleague or next neighbor or normal human beings, your wife, your husband, all equal to you. Husband and wife are equal in terms of their responsibility in a grahasthashrama is equal. So when you know somebody or you are in association with somebody who are equal to you, Shastra says do Sangati Karan. Means साथ मिलकर चलो, संगत करो. Try to when you know somebody who is superior to you, seva. When you know somebody who is equal to you, do Sangati Karan. Try to have equal kind of adjustments, understanding, and try to progress your life in a proper way. And third meaning is dan. When you know somebody who is little lower than you, lower in the sense they are like poor people, somebody would you have a small kid in your house, neighbor's kid is there, you see some kids playing in the park, they are inferior to you in terms of Shakti also, in terms of knowledge also. When you see somebody, try to do dan to them, try to advise them, this is how you must do this, you must not do this is how we must live life. Try to do dan of your knowledge. When you see somebody who is poor, who is suffering, you want to sponsor them for education, try to do dan for them. This also is a way of living life. This is yajna. And opposite to this is when you see superior, you insult them. When you see superior people, great acharyas, tapasvis, people insult them. This is opposite to yajna. And when you see equal people, husband beats wife is misbehaving with husband, neighbor is fighting with another neighbor, equal people, we do fighting, we do ragdvesh, etc. This is opposite to yajna. And when we see inferior people who are in less age, younger brother, small children, or poor people, we try to insult them, we try to argue with them, we try to hate them, we try to उसको भगाने की कोशिश करते हैं. These are all नीच भावना against yajna. So when we follow yajna, there will be stability everywhere. Acharya will be happy in his peace because he knows that my children, they are serving me. Acharya is in superior position, and Acharya knows that my disciples are accepting me as and they are serving me. Acharya is in prasannata. Acharya gives ashirvad, and the people who are in the same age, same kind of position, same kind of power, they are having friendship bhavana. So no issues in the society. And people who are younger, they also understand that he is my elder, he tries to protect me, he tries to give me knowledge. See, yajna is a full philosophy of life, and going against this philosophy, that means not doing yajna, is going to disturb our life, is going to destroy everything in our life, right? So yajna is very, very important. This is one aspect of yajna. The other spiritual aspect of yajna, I have explained to you many times. My Acharya says Dev Puja Sankti Karanam Daneshu. Do Mata Pita, service to Mata Pita, do Acharya. Sangati Karan also means going to Acharya and do Satsanga, listen to Acharya and make him, you must make service to Acharya in such a way that Acharya is ready to give his knowledge to you without any hesitation. This is also Sangati Karan. This is another dimension. And then giving donation to Acharya for the sir. We are learning from Acharya, and Acharya is a sannyasi, is a yogi, is a tapasvi. He does not go to field and do farming, he does not go to business and run a business, he does not go to office to run his his day-to-day expenses. So we are disciples to Acharya, we have to give donation to Acharya. This also comes under yajna. The other yajna is for society, this yajna is for our spiritual growth on a personal level with Acharya relationship. So yajna is present everywhere. Opposite to yajna, when today if you see the world, we are doing opposite to yajna. So the moment you understand what is opposite to yajna, we will start following yajna, and we must try in our life to adopt yajna until our last breath. Thereby the entire universe can be stabilized. If every one of us we start doing yajna, the universe will get stability. And one more important thing is worshipping Paramatma is also yajna, because yajna means joining with Paramatma. So doing everyday Agnihotra, doing name jap, tapasya, attaining, keeping brahmacharya, this is also yajna. So yajna is a full concept of our life. We must try to follow yajna, and Paramatma says Ishe Tor Jetvasi. That mantra, Yajurveda 1 by 1, is a very, very important secretive mantra. And Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati, also my Acharya, in his book, he has explained this mantra in a very depth sense. We must try to understand. I will try to make a separate video. I had made a video 4 years back or 5 years back. I'll try to make a more serious and more informative video on the first mantra of Yajurveda. Very, very important mantra, which covers this most of the things what I have told, and further Ashirvad is also mentioned in the mantra. So this is the reality of yajna and opposite to yajna. I hope you understood. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.